Hi everyone! Hi! So today we're playing the second part of Dark Knights. We were playing last week, and here we go again. I'm late, I know, but I was locked outside. Yeah, my door was locked and I couldn't open it, so sorry. Uh, yeah, let's continue. So we take the Sachira routes and we see that he's sus. So that's why we're here. Let me drink a little bit and we can go. Okay. When I finish my meal, it is already past 7 p.m. It seems a bit late for a boy of Sachira's age to still be out, but I head to the park just in case. The sky might already be dark, but the weather is good for work. Are we in the right side? Let me. Yeah, we are. No, we're not. Yeah, we will. Did it the save? Oh my god. Because I remember he was like, I'm not. I am the same age as you, right? Just delete this anyway. We'll redo the end. Yeah, because I just didn't the right save on her. Okay, anyway. The sky might already be dark, but the weather is good for work, unlike the last time I was here. We barely know each other. Would it be inappropriate of me to visit him this late? The park looks empty at first sight, but after walking around, I notice a boy sitting on a bench. Because he is so small, he blends in with the surroundings. I can't believe he's still here. Isn't he cold? I walk over to him, giving the boy an apologetic smile. Hey, you're Sachira, aren't you? Oh, hello? Q? Sachira looks at me with surprise before blinking innocently. Were you waiting for me? I'm sorry that I took so long. No, it's fine. I hope you haven't been here the entire day. I'd feel so bad. Well, I was hoping you'd come back eventually. Is this boy crazy? Everyone knows you shouldn't trust strangers. I'm so happy that you remembered me. Thank you. Sachiro blushes and shyly turns his gaze to the ground. So will you help me find my lost thing? What did you lose again? A place. It's really important that I find it. I think it might be what everyone calls the haunted house. Oh, wouldn't it be better to search during the day then? I don't think the time matters much. Huh? I'm not entirely convinced, but Sachiro looks so determined. I do not want to disappoint him. He gives me the description of a building, but it does not ring a bell. The only real clue we have is that it is supposedly open to the public. I don't think I know a place like that. Maybe it's part of a theme park. Your description only makes it more confusing. We should just start by picking a block and searching from there. Is there anywhere you'd like to start? Sachiro face swiftly brightens. You can pick. It's your set, so you should take the lead. Okay. Here, I do have one place in mind. I don't want to go alone, but if you're there, I think I'll be okay. I notice his excitement as you take my hand. So I allow him to pull me along and feel like I am I'm taking a shy to a candy star. I wonder where we're going. So, yeah, I forget, but if you didn't read the description, because it's where I put the game, the description of the game on Steam. So we're in a city, and there is strange people. People disappear, and there are 4 new boys who came in the city around the same time. So Sachiro is one of them, and the first route we take. So yeah. After a while, we end up in the forest. Judging by Sachiro's expression, this is not what we are looking for. He turns to me, bowing apologetically. Even after comforting him, he still seems flustered. Don't worry, we can still look somewhere else. Sachiro begins leading me along once more. Next thing I know, we are in cave. This does not seem to be what he's looking for either. His sense of direction is absolutely horrid. I mean, I can say anything. You've seen me in some games and I was lost. Like, almost instantly. Aren't we supposed to be looking for a building? Sorry, I really thought it was the right way. My sense of direction must be off today. Well, let's head back toward the village. Are you sure you don't know anything else about the haunted house? I know it's odd, it might be even abandoned. I heard rumors about it. Do you have anything more concrete? Not really. We won't get anywhere with just rumors. I'm sorry for dragging you all the way out here with nothing to go on. The boy's sad expression makes me forget about my irritation. I cannot blame him when I willingly followed him here. True. Sorry, I was... okay. I let out a sigh and pat his shoulder. We should continue this tomorrow. It's getting pretty late. Your parents must be worried. Hey! Don't treat me like a kid! I can't help but laugh, ruffling Sachiro's hair. He immediately moves away to fix his hair, his cheek growing red. Once finished, he crosses his hands and frowns at me. I'm older than you, you know? Say what? I'm 18. There's no way you're older than me. But I'm 18 too. What? No way! I guess you look like a 12-year-old. That's so mean from the main character. Like, really. But anyway, I mean, he looks young, that's true. Maybe not a 12-year-old, so, You can judge a book by its cover. I mean, you're even shorter than me. I already said this in the last part, but she said before he was really small. I know, well, in that she's shorter than him. So, yeah. Plenty of people are short their entire lives. Height has nothing to do with it. Don't you know better than to judge people by their appearances? I gave him a look of disbelief. I want to make a joke, but decided to hold back. I seriously thought he was 12. His mannerisms remind me so much of a little kid. Maybe I'm too quick to judge. I barely know anything about Sachiro. You're right, I guess I'm in the same boat as you. It still doesn't sound like you take me seriously. I stopped, turning to hide my smirk. There's no way I can resist making more jokes about his age. As we are heading back, we are suddenly startled by a voice. What business do you have here? The mean cranky caveman. We're already leaving, excuse us. Come, Sachiro. The man stopped us by blocking our path, throwing us a fierce glare while crossing his arms. I warned you before. Which part did you not understand? I don't remember which voice did I do for him, to be honest. I see you even brought a friend this time. They could... hi. Do you know this guy, Sachiro? I've got that kid's not being around the forest a few times. I'm not surprised suspicious trespassers like you two are associated with each other. I was only lost. Same for me. What about you, Zeikun? What's your excuse for being here? I'm the one asking questions here. Whatever. You won't see us again anyway. By the way, you... Ariel the red-haired has been staring at Sachiro for an unnaturally long time, sorry. I do not understand what's going on, but I have a bad feeling about it. I grab Sachiro's hand and pull him with me, walking past the man. Since we have no more business in the forest, we head back to town together. However, we part ways once we reach our destination. Thanks! You're welcome. Maybe we should explore again in daylight. Actually, I prefer nighttime. It's okay, right? This boy wandering at night alone makes me feel uneasy. I have to at least accompany him. You always want to explore area places. It looks like you're trying to find danger. I reassure you that nothing ever happens. You better not jinx it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. So I was stopping there, I think. By the time I return home, it is already 10 p.m. As I lay in bed, I wonder why Sachiro asked me to only visit him at night. I should keep a close eye on him. Next day. Yeah, I was stopping there. So, here we go. Now, new things we haven't seen yet. Let's go. I decided to ask around about the haunted house during my lunch break at school. Not real at all. Hey you, I don't know you, do you know the haunted house? Like, why this sudden, like... A haunted house? Oh, I've never heard about anything like that. Oh sure, I'm looking into it for someone and any help would be appreciated. Maybe they're just confused. I've heard a lot of stories about this area, but nothing like that. I guess it could be a new name for a northern rumor, or maybe even something that was created recently. Does anything similar come to mind then? Let me think. I really like this boy. Like, really. They're the school ghost, the forest demon, and the Kenreji mansion. Maybe you're looking for the Kenreji mansion. It's been abandoned for years, so you could argue that it's haunted. The Kenreji family, huh? They say the mansion near the library used to belong to them. Supposedly, they were like the village celebrities. Everyone knew them. Unfortunately, many people were envious of their wealth and influence. The entire family was murdered in cold blood. There may be more to it, but that's what's known to the public. I personally haven't looked into it too much. Ooh. You spooky. That's crazy. I can't believe anyone would murder an entire family out of jealousy. Or jealousy can lead to things really trash. Yeah, that's me just thinking, like, what am I? I'm lagging today. I'm lagging. Well, it happened a long time ago. Things were different back then. I don't think it changed so much. Like, did it really change? I mean, I wouldn't kill someone from jealousy, but I know some people. It's questionable, you know. Jealousy can lead to really trash things, like even today. Nowadays, there are a lot of rumors about the mansion. Let's say if you get close to it when it's dark out, you can hear the Ken Regis' blood-curdling screams. You. Murdered souls can't rest in peace. Also, people believe. Sound like a haunted house to me? I can tell what you're planning by the look on your face. Why don't we check out the mansion together? Even so, I don't think ghosts exist. The thought of them does spook me a little. Sorry, Liuji. I have to decline your offer. No, look, he was so happy and now he's so sad. No. You're like a walking supernatural repellent. Nothing exciting if it happens when you're around. Remember when we looked for that demon in the forest? Maybe there wasn't a demon in the forest? It was worth a try. Just let me know if you change your mind. The chances of me getting killed by a ghost are higher than that of a ghost appearing in the same room as you. Anyway, thank you for telling me about the mansion. No, I think she declined because she wants to go with Sachiro and not Leonji. As promised, I met up with Sachiro after school. Why does he want to fund the haunted house anyway? He sure didn't seem like a horror junkie. Not at all, but you know. Last night, it sounded like he was in a rush. I can guess what his motive is. Well, at the least, this should be entertaining. The bag is silent, as usual. I call Sachiro's name, but he does not answer. I decide to kill some time by taking a walk. Before long, I found the missing boy passed out on the bench. He's so cute like this. I love this, what is it? This image, yeah. I really like this one, like, he has cookies. He has an arm wrapped around a bag of cookies. All of the birds in the pack are staring intently at the side. Decided to watch his adorable sleeping face for a little longer. That's creepy. Like really, you can watch a little, but if you decide to watch longer, you're just a creep. Yeah. He's so cute. Just watching him sleep makes me happy. I sit beside him, waiting until he wakes up. I close my eyes and watch the sky grow darker. The sun will be setting soon. You close your eyes and you watch the sky at the same time. I can do that. When I close my eyes, I don't see anything. When I watch the sky, I can close my eyes. Weird. I wonder if he's had dinner yet. I hope he's eaten more than cookies. Finally, Sachiro opened his eyelids. In a sleep-induced haze, he peers around. He He rubs his eyes and blinks slowly before turning to me. Ah, did I fall asleep? Sorry for waking you up. You can go back to sleep if you want. I'll watch over you. You didn't wake him up. I'm glad you came. Although I told you to only come find me at night. My classes run late today, so I thought it was best to head over straight away. I guess elementary school students get out earlier, huh? I'm not in elementary school anymore. I just had the day off. I was only kidding. I think it doesn't go to school. Really. I don't even think it has a house, so... Sachiro sits up and scratches his head before opening his bag of cookies. A moment later, he hands me one of the treats. The cookies are all shaped like animals, and the one I have looks like a raccoon. It almost seems like a shame to eat it. Sachiro takes a bite of his baby seal. The aesthetic really suits him. Oh, thank you. I got these from the bakery earlier. There are too many for me, so I thought I'd share them with you. Thanks, they're delicious. I'm glad you like them. Cookies are my favorite. I took a bite of another cookie. Do you have time to look for the haunted house with me today? That's exactly why I came here, actually. I'm lucky to have you with me. Was it too scary exploring by yourself? That's not it! I just thought it'd be easier if I had help. Were you scared? I mean, you can't tell me. I will protect you. Well, do you have any destinations in mind for today? I had a place in mind yesterday, but I completely forgot where it was. But why my character think it's in Dimension, but I don't suggest it? You have a bad memory, huh? There are rumors that the Kenridge Mansion is haunted, and at night you can hear the ghosts of the family wailing. Now that I've witnessed it myself, it might be worth taking a look, but... That sounds like a great idea! Let's go! Normal people would find such an idea to be ridiculous. The tree on the other end looks absolutely ecstatic. I mean, Leo G doesn't find it ridiculous. Like, he finds it, he likes it even. So, you mean normal people? Is there someone that is really normal people? I don't know. I don't know one that is a real normal person. Sachiro, I'm not feeling confident about this. We should go during the day. I have a friend who wants to come along. My friend said he wanted to join me if I went to the Kenridge Mansion. Really? The more the merrier? Well, it's true that he knows a lot about the mansion, but nothing ever seems to go the way we want when he's around. Maybe you can ask him about more places we can search, then? I will later. Why don't we go while it's still light out? It'll be easier to look around too. To be honest, I have a rare DC that makes it hard for me to stay in the sunlight for too long. Oh, really? I don't know. Wait, where is it? Where did I put this? I don't know. Why do I change thing of places? Anyway, places? Maybe, because we know that the first time we met him, he passed out. The reason I clapped the one time was because I overdid it. See? That's what I was saying. Do you have albinism? My hair silvers, not white. That's not it. Anyway, it's just that the light tires me out. I look for the haunted house during the day if I could. Is this really silver? I mean, maybe. I don't know, I can tell. Sachiro lowers his head and frowns. I decide to drop the subject. After working for a while in silence, he takes my hand. What's wrong? It only takes us a few minutes to check out the mansion. Please come with me. I'll hold your hands so you won't get scared. That's my line. Stay close to me so you don't get lost. If it means you'll come with me, then okay. Follow me. I think I know where we're going. Fun ride. I passed by it a few times. The mansion with a huge gate, right? Yeah, but I'm not sure if that place is open to the public. If anything strange happens, we'll leave immediately, okay? Okay. It is decided that we will explore the abandoned mansion. In a way, this feels exciting. Who knows what we might find here? If one does not look past the surface, they will never see what lies hidden beyond. What one sees as the truth may merely be a misconception. But that only makes mysteries more satisfying to solve. What happened to your friend? He got busy and can't come today. Ah, too bad. Don't walk off on your own. It'd be bad if we get separated. Shiro nods while smiling innocently. The sky is pitch black by the time we reach the Kanrigi mansion. Like last time, it is surrounded by light mist, and the eerie atmosphere gives me the chills. I recall the shadow I saw during the time I was heading home. But, I mean, I've already been there. I already tried to get in. Why I didn't think about it first? And then, why now I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want to, and everything. I came here alone at night. I talked to a stranger. That walks me to a hidden garden and everything. What? This garden is okay. You know what? Never mind. Just okay. I stare at the windows, but there is nothing peculiar. We head to the front door, but it is chained shut. I take the opportunity to try backing out. Too bad it's locked. We should try looking somewhere else. Sachiro gently pulls out the chains, and they fall off easily. It seems like they were not properly attached. We can go in now. I think they were properly attached, just Sachiro. I don't know, I feel like he's not human, right? In the beginning I'm like, he's not human, right? I let out a deep sigh before smiling weakly. I can be wrong, but I think he's not human. I barge the door and it noisily creaks open. Sachiro and I hold hands as we step through the darkness and into a large ballroom-looking area. I expect the place to be messy, but it is shockingly clean, so much that it does not truly look abandoned. If the door had not been chained, I would have thought someone lived here. I mean, why would it be messy? If they are dead, why don't get it, to be honest. Like, why? I don't know. Just weird. I mean, why would it be messy? Or dead? Why would it be messy? Okay. I hope just a little wait on the game. I hope that this live won't be as cut as the other ones, because the two last lives I did, you can't hear my voice, you can only hear the game. Well, you can hear that someone is speaking, but you can tell what I'm saying or anything, like it's too little compared to the game. And I didn't know that. I noticed it just not a long time ago. So I was so sad and everything. But yeah. So I hope this one you'll hear it. But I hope I was watching a little bit of the VOD of last week, and Dark Knights was really great with the sound and everything. So I hope it will be the same for today, right? Yeah. So I don't know why they expected to be messy. Is this your haunted house? I'm not sure. Let's check the next floor. My companion releases my hand and confidently heads up to the stairs. What's the point of all of this anyway? Sachiro crosses his arm before thinking aloud. It's supposed to be pretty big. And really dark. It had old-looking doors too. As we approach the next floor, my excitement ramps up. I've never been in such a fancy residence before. Even though it's a few centuries old, it still looks quite livable. It's not because it's from some century that is not livable anymore, but in good shape. I mean, it has its charms, you know? Sachiro and I check a few of the second floor rooms. Much to our disappointment, they are all empty. Each door and room are designed identically. It is hard for me to tell them apart. The hallway looks endless, with its long row of doors, and we have not even begun to check the left side. Can you finish this side on your own? I won't start searching to the left rooms. I'll still be able to see you if you stay in the hallway. Okay, make sure to let me know if you find anything. Let's meet up by the stairs when we're done. I turn to head in the opposite direction of Sachiro. Why do you do that? I'll use the stairs as my starting point and count the doors down from here there. First 4 rooms on the left side are empty. Previous owners' belongings must have been cleared out at some point. Why am I separating from Sachiro? I think we didn't do that, right? I open the 5th door and gaze into the darkness. Unlike the previous rooms, this one has its window covered. If it has anything within it, I cannot tell. I doubt there is a working light switch in here. I didn't think to bring a flashlight either. Decide not to risk entering the room and tripping over something. The farther down the hall I walk, the more damage there is to the walls. This is how an abandoned building is supposed to look. It would have been pretty scary if everything looked well maintained. Let's see what's in this room. Why am I scared? Open yet another door. For sure! I'm touched by the sight of a human-looking skull with chunks of festering meat still stuck to it. Its open jaw is filled with pitch-black gunk, accentuating its fearful expression. I slammed the door, closed and dashed toward the staircase. Sachiro, we need to get out of here! As a gasp up for air, I realized Sachiro is no longer in the hallway. Never received a response. I shouted his name again and waited for an answer. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion. A frozen spot when I remembered the ghost rumor Yoji told me about. I'm just imagining things, it was probably only the wind. Well, that skull I saw wasn't an hallucination. I only looked at it for a moment, so I'm not even sure it was real. Back up, don't let your imagination get the best of you. Anyway, I have to find Sachiro quickly. There might be something creepy in another room. I don't want him to get all freaked out. Thankfully, it does not take long before I found the boy. Told you to stay in the hallway. Sorry, I was too absorbed by exploring. In such a space, got it. Why didn't you stay together? What? We should end this here for today. Did you hear that scream earlier? I only heard the wind. Are you okay? You look pale. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I grabbed his hand and pulled him back to the entrance. At least we got out in one piece. Although Sachiro initially protested, he is pounding by the time we are outside the mansion. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I just need to catch my breath. He pulled his scarf down and put his hand on his chest before gazing at me with worry. I may be fine, but you're still acting a little weird. Oh, okay. We'll check it on this spot. Anyway, yeah. Sachiro looks at me as if I am a crazy person. I gather my thought before trying to explain what I experienced in the Genri dimension. To tell you the truth, I found a skull in one of the rooms, a human skull. I didn't find anything except empty rooms on the right side. You're sure your mind wasn't playing a trick on you? But what? I didn't see it was such a... I didn't find anything except empty rooms on the right side. Are you sure your mind wasn't playing a trick on you? Or maybe it was a fake skull left there as a prank. You're probably right. You easily get scared, huh? No way. Whether or not it might have been a prank, we should take it seriously. Anything could have happened to us in that. Boo! Scaredy cat. I ruffled Sachiro's hair while he bugged fun at me. Anyway, was that the place you were looking for? It probably wasn't. I'm sorry for wasting your time again. It was still worth it. We just crossed that one off the list. Plus, I can sort of see how this ghost rumor started. That was pretty exciting. Sachiro stroked my back even though I told him I'm not flustered from what happened. He's pretty brave. For a kid. To tell you the truth, I really appreciate what you've been doing for me. Sachiro smiles proudly as he looks at me through sparkly eyes. This boy is too pure. I've never met anyone as kind as you before. Everyone else I asked help from told me I was delusional. I thought it was weird at first too. Who asked complete strangers about haunted houses? Still, it's been kind of fun hanging out with him. It's common sense to help those in need. Your request was pretty weird though. I mean, Nobody could help you if they didn't know what you were talking for. You were looking for anyway. Huh? Don't worry. You can look somewhere else tomorrow. I know this is important to you. I won't give up so easily. Sachiro instantly cheers up, and his adorable smile melts my heart. I cannot possibly abandon him. I toss and turn later that night, haunted by vision of that skull. I do not sleep well. I abruptly awaken from a terrifying nightmare. And yet, Sachiro and I were searching for the haunted house, and we found turned out to be a death house. The haunted house supposedly belonged to his family, but he had logged the map to its location. Told me he had left many of his cherished belongings within it. Cannot remember the dream in detail, but I believe I am better off this way. I think I'd been luring people into the death house to torture them, and I ended up walking straight into it by mistake. What a disturbing nightmare. Oh, really? I mean, it can be true, but I don't know. Maybe this dream is true. Who knows? Even if Sachiro is guilty of something, it can be murder. With that small body of his, he couldn't harm a fly. I cannot pay attention in history class, and I end up watching the clock during the lunch break. Sachiro claims to be 18 years old, but I've never seen him at school. He can be one of his elite class students. He looks so young there. I laugh at the thought of him playing for jobs. Candy store would suit him. Maybe a bakery. He'd probably have a hard time resisting all the sweets. Oh, what are you smirking about? Well, Ikuya, I didn't notice you there. Are you daydreaming in class again? Luckily that big guy in front of you blocked the teacher's view. I sit next to you when you're distracted. I am too. I shake my head and let out a sigh. What's wrong? You sound like you're going through a midlife crisis. There's this boy I want to help, but I don't know what to do. Oh, a boy? Tell me about him. Well, I'm trying to help him find something, but he won't let me know what it is. Why not? I don't know. That sounds tough. Why does he even want me to go with him? Maybe he just wants your company? He might try to make a move on you soon. Oh yeah, sure, Kuya. I received that from Sachiro. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Not a chance, Kuya. We only met a few days ago. I had no time constraint for that. Don't even talk about it. We aren't. Already friend zone? Oh, poor guy. Well, he looks too young for me. It makes me feel weird if things got romantic. At the same time, though, he doesn't seem to take care of himself. I'll feel bad if something happens to him. Hey guys, what's up? We having girl talk, shoo-shoo? Huh? Why am I always being left out? Polyology. It's not even that. Like, Ikuya just overthink it. Oh, no. She's not overthinking it, but she just, like, she doesn't have key informations to know. Ikuya's trying to make me get a boyfriend. Hell million, dude. This guy has no thing of value to add. He'll only waste our time. Uh, sorry, Elioji? Right. Elioji scratches his head, seemingly confused. After taking a moment to recover, he tries to change the topic. Anyway, did you guys hear there was a murder last night? Not another kidnapping. Yes, I know. The victim went missing last week, and this morning they found his corpse. Murder's team is investigating the crime right now. They'll have this figured out in no time. Yeah, you thought that's pretty amazing. Super nice too. He's known for catching people before they make a move. Where'd they find the victim? The corpse was dumped in an alley near the Kenrigi mansion. Chills ran down my spine while Ryoji mentioned the mansion. The events of last night are still fresh in my mind. This can't be. That skull I saw. The murder might have taken place right next to me. That scream I heard. You look pale. Are you feeling alright? Sorry, just hearing about that mansion creeped me out. You know, I'm not fond of haunted places. I'd hate for such a room and I to get questioned by the police. Don't be. Exorcists are coming in here soon, apparently. They're affiliated with the police, but the cultists think they are needed. If you believe in the supernatural, you can believe in exorcisms, right? Are you serious? I recall the advertisement that was looking for exorcists. I do not expect them to actually hire anyone. All of the victims so far have been middle-aged, but it's entirely possible that youths will be targeted next. Make sure you both stay on guard and don't go out at night if you don't absolutely have to. Roger! Sure, I will listen to it because, you know, I care about my safety and everything. Not in this game apparently, but anyway. I'll be careful, you're not. And everyone knows it. It's obvious you won't be. After school, I decided to ask Ryoji about Sachira. You know a boy named Sachira? I met him recently, but even though he's our age, I've never seen him at school. I don't. If you want me to find out more about him, I need his last name there. I haven't asked about it. I think he suffers from memory loss. Well, I'll take a look anyway. I'm guessing you have a good reason for asking about him. Thanks. Yoji did ask me to keep an eye out for suspicious people. I'll need to learn more about Sachira before I say anything else though. Okay. Okay, that was a weird transition, but anyway. Anyway. Okay. I head straight to the back. Once again, I forget to read before to click. It is fairly busy. The benches are practically filled and there are hordes of children scattered around the playground. I move on to a quieter spot. I sit myself under a tree and pull a pocket-sized book out of my coat. A horror novel called Dark Days. Oh, cool. His protagonist is in a relationship with a murderer, although he is aware of what she has done. He chooses love over the law. Morality, rationality, and emotions are put into questions. The plot is refreshing and the character choices always surprise me. The story pulls me in. I definitely make different choices than the protagonist, but I still want to know why his actions led him. After reading for so long, my eyes grow sore. I slip the books back into my coat and stretch before gazing at the bright, Color sky filled with fluffy clouds. Such nice weather. It's nice to read in the park every once in a while. Very relaxing too. I hate reading in the book. I love reading. I like parks, but I hate reading in parks. There's always a bug that's come on my book, and I can't. I can't. Suddenly, I realize that someone is sitting in the tree above me. When I focus my eyes and look closer, Sachiro, how long have you been there? Oh, where? The tree appears around, apparently startled by my voice. When he looks down, he's more surprised than I am. He quickly loses his balance and falls off the tree. I reach out to catch him, but he lands a few feet in front of me. That's ridiculous. Are you okay? I kneel down to help him get up, but I end up pulling him forward. We topple into the grass together. Sachiro slowly covers his face before mumbling an apology. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Me too, I didn't mean to fall on you. We quietly stare at each other before bursting into fits of laughter again. I stand up and begin to wipe the grass stains off my clothes. What were you doing up there, Sachiro? It's my favorite nap spot. The leaves block out the sunlight. Wouldn't staying inside be better? You want one? He suddenly stares at the ground. I have something to confess. Can you promise not to laugh? Yes, nowhere to live. Sure, it couldn't possibly be funnier than you pretending to be an adult. He popped but then begins to speak. This is kind of embarrassing, but I don't have it home. I knew it. In the beginning, I knew it. I feel it. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I even mentioned your parent that one time. Wait, you have the wrong idea. It's not like I ran away or my parents passed away or anything. At least, this is what I believe. It's too complicated to explain right now. Actually, my memories are a little messed up. I can basically only remember things that happened recently. I knew he was forgetful, but I didn't think it was amnesia levels of bad. The boy scrunches his eyes closed so tightly that it looks to be in pain. I don't know what caused him. I'm sorry for not mentioning. I don't know what caused it. I'm sorry for not mentioning it before. You're probably wondering why I'm always here, huh? The truth is, this is just sort of where I woke up after I lost my memories. I mean, I can still remember a few things like the haunted house. I might remember something if I found it. Sachiro puts before peering at the ground. I cannot help but pity him. He's like a lost puppy. All of the pieces are falling into place. Things must be so difficult for him. If you want, you can stay in my place for a while. What? That's very kind of you, but there's an empty guest room you can use. It's not safe to stay outside at night right now, you know? I thought we said we found it suspicious, though. If we think he's suspicious, why are we inviting a suspicious guy in our house? What? I don't know. This character is really weird. Sachiro stares at me until his eyes begins to water and his cheeks become a little pink. To hide his flustered face, he pulls his scarf up. Did I make him uncomfortable? Well, I can tell that he's a good person at heart. Deserves better than having to sleep out in the cold. Still clinging to his scarf, Sachiro looks up at me, slowly. Thank you so much. This is the third time you helped me. Which were the other times? When you helped me look for the haunted house, of course. Huh? It was no big deal, honestly. If you think about those cookies you gave me, we're practically even, right? You'll leave a little boy to his fate, especially not when it's been so dangerous around here lately. Huh? Little? We're the same age and I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you. You mentioned that before. Let's confirm who is taller. Lean closer towards him to measure height. It seems he's taller by 1 inch. I'm forced to face reality, but I cannot stop myself from thinking of him as short. See? You're the shorter one! It's not important anyway. The boy smiles weakly. He sits down on the grass to chat for a while. I notice he's looking more pale compared to last night, probably exhausted from staying up so late. The park is one of the few places where I'm allowed to spend the night. During the day, I sleep in the library if I'm still tired. It's really hard to get through life with no home and no money. I try to apply for jobs, but I don't have any sort of identification. For a few days, I managed to help out at an ice cream shop and candy store, but I was only filling in for sick employees, so it didn't last. This place is sweet here. Heh, I can't deny you love sweets. I guess most of my food from passing stranger, but it depends on my luck. That explains why you're so small and skinny. Sachiro puffs his cheeks out, visibly annoyed at my teasing. Nonetheless, being homeless sounds difficult, and I am happy to give my help. I think it's very difficult, but yeah. I think it's difficult, but we're suspicious of him, so. I mean, let me drink a little because I'm thirsty right now. Okay. So let's go. this. Let me just. Okay. It's already been an hour. So fast. Time flew. Really? Okay. Sachiro puffs his cheek out. I already read that. The sky grows dark now. Only Sachiro and I are left at the park. Sachiro stands up and stretches his arms. He seems excited to begin our search for the haunted house again. Do you have a new location in mind? Let me think. There's a rumor about a ghost at my school. Maybe that's what you're looking for. It wouldn't hurt to check. Actually, I'm not sure if the school will still be open this late. Aww. Thinks the boy's sad face makes me so guilty that I cannot bear to crush his hopes. But we can at least check it out. Come on, let's go. Oh man, all of the lights are off. I don't think anyone's still inside. The trolls try to push open the main doors. To my surprise, they're open. It appears someone forgot to lock them. Yeah, sure. Why would someone flog her? Anyway. Seriously, the administration is so careless. Right, they are. I'm really unfamiliar with this place. I won't be getting lost this time. We walk through the dark, empty halls. It feels weird walking around the school at night. Oh my god, this is way creepier than the Kenrigi mansion. This is really creepy. House without light are really creepy. Like, really. I take Sachiro's hand in mine. He blushes in reaction, but keeps his grip tight. By the way, can you tell me more about the ghost rumors? A few villagers claim to see a shadow wandering by the windows. The students have never seen anything like that, though. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the rumor is fake. It does sound suspicious. It could be the janitor, maybe even a teacher, forgot something important in the classroom. I think that the ghost is too unbelievable. Rumors don't scare you easily, huh? No, I think ghosts are cute. I like them. What are you even saying? Anyway, shall we start with the classroom? Fletcher and I freeze when the shuffling sound echoes through the hallway. Oddly enough, we cannot tell which direction it is coming from. The shuffling sound fades away. Compose Sachiro. What in the world was that sound? Sachiro, are you alright? Yeah. I think it came from further than the hall. It was probably on this ventilation system there. Nothing to be worried about. I'm genuinely impressed by Sachiro's rationality. He's not moved at all by such strange events. There goes my confidence. Let's start searching the first year classrooms, then work our way up from there. Do you remember any of your classmates? No, sadly. The uniforms for this school really make the students stick out there. For instance, there's that boy with black hair and blue eyes who looks like a delinquent. I see him go to the police station a lot. He must cause a lot of trouble. Oh, Ryoji. That's an awful lot like Ryoji, but he's not delinquent. Haha. He's a decent officer, so he helps them hard sometimes. He's no bad boy. Oh, I see. He's more scared of Ryoji than Haunted House, huh? What a guy. Can I say that Ikuya was maybe not that, was maybe right. Yeah, maybe she wasn't that wrong. Maybe. But only maybe. Like really. We enter the first classroom. Fortunately, it is not completely dark. Sachiro wanders around and scratches his head. Does anything look familiar? If not, we can find someone who knows, yeah? Maybe you'll have a better chance of remembering something then. Even if anyone remembered me, I won't be able to recognize them. It'd be like talking to a stranger who was pretending to know me. You really can't remember anyone? There were no people in the place I pictured. I think I was alone all the time. If I'd been close to someone, I'm sure I would have remembered them. Not even your family? My family? Like your mom and dad, or maybe even an aunt, an uncle. I wonder what kind of lives that you were used to live. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if he lost part of his personality with his memories. I can tell him to see a doctor, but in the end, I can force him to go. You can't remember then. Sachiro blinks innocently, seemingly confused. Oh, the blackboard at the back is so cute. Sachiro blinks innocently, seemingly confused. I don't even remember what it feels like to have a family. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will get sorted out eventually. If I were in this position, I'd be frightened. It'd be like losing my past. It feels like most of his memories are put on sleep, waiting to get digged up. It's not all about losing my memories. I'm sure there were things I was better off forgetting. Besides, it's normal for people to forget things over time. It just happened really quickly for me. Speaking of which, I suddenly remember something. I always carried this with me. It was big, long. Wait, I carried two of them. That's weird. Sachiro tries to shape the object with his hand, but it only makes him harder to understand. That sign language? No, I'm just bad at explaining things. Just when Sachiro tries to explain it again, a noise disrupts us. The shuffling sound grows louder and louder. We immediately rush to the classroom to unlock it. Someone may be here with us. The door locked, they cannot reach us unless they have the keys. I put my ear against the doors and listen. The sound eventually disappears down the hallway. I think someone's still in the building. We'll get caught if we stay here. We shall leave for now. Okay. Sachiro and I trace our way back to the exit. We hear footsteps approach us from behind. My hand slowly lands on my shoulder and I jump. When I turn around, there is a dark-haired man standing there. His face is very pale and his mysterious golden eye looks like that glowing in the darkness. The ghost! The ghost! I'm not a ghost. What are you two doing here? Oh, It feels familiar. Alright, I've seen him once before, but I haven't mentioned. How do you forget him? I'm confused until I look carefully at the man's uniforms. The design look more complicated than the standard ones, which means when I realize he's my senior, I bow my head. Sachiro follows my example and bows too. No need to be so polite, I believe we have met before, miss. Before I ask you who you are, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gennaro, and I attend the night classes. I'm in Q second year. I'm Sachiro, and I'm not from... He's a kid from my neighborhood. He begged me to show him the place where the big kids go to school. I just couldn't say no. I know it's pretty late, but I couldn't say no, and the doors were already locked. I see. I'm sure you will enjoy the school when you are older, Sachiro. I didn't realize there were classes at this time and not of night. There always have been. Regular students simply are not aware of them. Speaking of which, class will begin in a minute. Sachiro, would you be interested in sitting in for a lesson? We probably should jump, we were just about to leave. Sorry for all the trouble, Gennaro. I rushed Sachiro down the hall, leaving Gennaro behind. I guess that explained why the doors were locked. I never heard about the night classes. The lit students are something else. I would love night classes, to be honest. I'm a big night owl. Like, really. I turned to Sachiro with an apologetic smile. Sorry about that. The excuse had to be believable. I can't believe that girl fell for it. I had no idea about those classes. I'm glad we got out, okay? We can take another look during the day. Honey, that's not my haunted house. At least that's another place we can mark off the list. I'm disappointed. I had hoped we would find something this time. He said we didn't get to see the ghost. What? No way! The opposite! I was just teasing you. I shrugged and looked away. Jerome might think my face hilarious. That is kind of cute. Cute? How? I can understand why you're afraid of them now. I feel the same way. But if any ghosts do appear, I'll scare them away for you. Thanks, I guess. Anyway, are you ready to go home? It's dangerous to be out on the street this late. Go home? You forgot already? I said you could stay at my house. I was serious, you know? Ah, you're actually alright. I don't want to overstay my welcome. Don't worry about all of that. We can take it one day at a time. That sure is a little weird, but I also feel at ease when I'm around him. He's not a bad person. I did originally suspect he might have been linked to the disappearances, but I've changed my mind. Really? I guess I've knew it. Sachiro has had so many chances to stab me in the back, literally, but he hasn't done anything. And I have played Among Us before. It's not because he's with the innocents. And he could have called me many times before and he didn't. That don't really work. Like sometimes just to fake. Even if I'm wrong, at least I can keep an eye on him this way. This is your home, huh? This is the first time I've had a company since my parents left for the business trip. Not even Ikoyo Ariochi? Okay. Oh! Okay. Sachiro seems excited to have a roof over his head, happily exploring the rooms. I just stood for him to wait in the living room while I began preparing dinner. I only hope my cooking is not too rusty. Can I help you with anything? You're the guest and I'm the host. Let me enjoy the cooking tonight. If you insist, let me know if you change your mind. The menu is grilled lemon chicken and red rice, with a side of vegetable omelette. I know what did that mean? I don't know, I don't think so. Knowing how to cook couldn't be me, actually. I don't like basic cooking, but this... As Sachiro watches me work, his eyes begin to dampen, as if he has not eaten in days. I almost expect him to violently shovel the food into his mouth. Instead, he slowly eats, savoring the flavors. Gah! This meat is so juicy! How can you make chicken taste so good? I didn't even know red rice was a thing! You really didn't have to go so far for me. What are you talking about? These are just regular dishes. They're nothing compared to what you'd get at a 5-star restaurant. At a 5-star restaurant, you don't really eat. Like, you come in, you eat a little, you pay, really, it's really expensive meal to leave, to be hungry right after. it's good, but it's it's not filling my stomach. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it so much there. After dinner, I prepared towels and fresh clothes so Sachiro can take a shower. My dad's clothes are too big for him, so I end up searching my closet for some of my old clothes. This will fit him perfectly.
You're being too nice. It's almost too good to be true. I feel like I owe you a great debt.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm not doing this because I want anything in return.
Do you treat everyone like this?
You're my first, actually. That's really weird. Do you know that?
I'm so lucky. Thank you so much. Things are finally starting to look up for me. I won't ever forget the things you've done for me. I promise I'll pay you back someday.
I prepare the guest room while Sachiro cleans himself up. I'm surprised to find myself happy that Sachiro will be staying with me. I already feel less lonely. Come in. Sachiro. Oh, it's cute. Sachiro steps into the room wearing the outfit I picked out for him. Whose clothes are these? They are too small to be your dad's. Don't mind. Do they fit you properly?
It's embarrassing to admit, but yes.
Why is it embarrassing? Look, fits you right. It's great. If I weren't so tomboyish, I would have picked out something girlier for you.
I shouldn't complain. You were kind enough to let me borrow this.
Well, that's enough excitement for one night. The bed's ready, so sleep well. I smiled gently at him before making my way to my own bed. The past few days have been quite exhilarating. I've gone to places I would normally never think to visit. I do not regret helping Sachiro in the list. Now, seeing him smile makes me want to reach out and hug him. Why did I suspect him in the first place? I doubt he's even heard about the murders yet. I should warn him about them tomorrow, just in case. With these thoughts in mind, I fall asleep. Oh? Someone screams really loudly. Sharp screams wake me from slumber, causing me to stumble out of bed in a hurry. The scream was extremely loud, so it must have come from nearby. Pick out the window and noticed that the light seems to be on in my neighbor's house. That's weird. I don't think they usually stay up this late. Turn to the clock, it is already past midnight. 1 a.m. 3 in the morning to be exact. I stay alert the next few minutes, but nothing else happens. Maybe they were watching a horror movie and forgot to turn off the lights afterwards. Either way, it probably wasn't anything serious. I'm going back to sleep. The moment I lie down, I hear footsteps in the hallway. I sit up, once more on high alert. When I go to flick the light switch, I notice Sachiro standing in the doorway. Sachiro, you still up? It's hard to make out in the darkness, but it seems to be a mess. What surprises me most are the scratches and bruising on his arm and legs. What in the world was he doing?
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. I couldn't sleep, so I took a smaller walk.
Are you okay? It looks like you were attacked.
I'm fine. I couldn't see very well since it was so dark, and I tripped. Sorry that I ruined your clothes.
Stroh smiles weakly and rubbed the back of his neck.
Well, I'll go back to my room now. Sorry for waking you up.
Wait a minute, Sachiro. You shouldn't leave the house. This cat's untreated. I will get the first aid kit and fresh change of clothes. he's really suspicious. Like, how is she always defending him? Like, maybe he is innocent, but he seems suspicious. Like, why? Really? Why? It looks like the book she's reading, or if you have read it, the webtoon, or what the name. Let me search because if I don't search now, just every day I will be what was it and everything, and I don't want to. So yeah, it just that it was, it just looks like that, and I don't know, I don't like it. Here. Oh, my deepest secret. This one. It looks like this. Really. Like, the boy is so cute and everything, and the girl is so naive, and here we are. So, yeah. Satoru sits on the couch while I wipe his face with a wet towel. It hurts me to see him injured like this. You can tell me the truth if someone laid a hand on you and ripped one of theirs off.
No, it was my own fault. I was embarrassed to admit to Talia, but there was a bunny cat in one of the alleys. But it went crazy the moment I passed by.
Huh? A bunny cat?
Yeah, it had the ears and tail of a bunny and the slim legs of a cat. It was really cute too, but I couldn't pet it.
I never heard of an animal like that.
After that, shadow-like things started appearing and they chased me.
This all sounds pretty surreal. Maybe he's just confused because he's scared.
On my way back, I ran into a pool and tripped twice. I think I fainted in front of the house for a few minutes too.
What a klutz. I'm glad you're okay now. By the way, did you hear that scream earlier?
A scream? No, I didn't.
I heard it loud and clear from my bedroom. That must come from the neighborhood. It probably happened while you were unconscious.
You're probably right. Sorry.
Anyway, promise to me you won't go out tonight again. You probably haven't heard the news, but there have been murders around here lately. Besides, I'll have to cover you in bubble wrap if you get all scrapped up like this again.
I promised to stay inside.
Yeah, you promised us. I promised to look like the one the main character did. Yeah, I promised I won't go out during the night and everything. All cleaned up, Satoru heads back to his bedroom. I'm glad he made it back in one piece. That was a little odd. His clumsiness is definitely going to get him into trouble someday. Next day. Let's say... Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Next day. Before leaving for school, I prepare a few meals for Satoru. Few? Why few? Why? Huh? Okay. On the way to my classroom, someone forcefully grabs my shoulder. Irritated, I turn around and sweep their hands away. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. I heard about what happened to your neighbors. My condolences. Did you run into the culprit? Did they do anything to you?
Calm down, Leoji. As you can see, I'm seeing One Piece. I don't even know what happened.
Then I'm glad you're okay. You didn't see or hear anything, did you?
I did hear a scream last night, but I thought it was from a really loud horror movie.
There was an investigation at your neighbor's house this morning. The couple who lived there was brutally murdered. They're actually dead. There were footprints leading away from their house to yours. I was worried that whoever did it got to you too.
I told you he's weird!
Oh my god. When I woke up this morning, I didn't notice anything out of place.
Maybe because it was Sachiro?
Well, the investigation is ongoing. I'll let you know if we find anything else. Speaking of which, the police will stop by your house for questioning later. And don't worry, I don't think you're a suspect.
I see. I don't think I'll be very helpful though.
The news is so shocking. It was unreal. The people who lived so close to me were murdered. Be extra cautious from now on. Make sure to lock all of your doors and windows and don't let anyone you don't absolutely trust into the house. You should also leave a weapon of some sort near your bed. In no words, the main character won't listen to him. Yay. Why Leonie didn't tell that before to her?
I mean, even if he did, she wouldn't listen to him. Because we don't know why, but she likes it. She likes a dangerous life. Really.
Wait, maybe I should come over and...
I'll be fine, Leoji.
If I think something might happen, I'll call the police.
No, maybe you really should
invite Leoji to your place. The only reason you don't want him to come is because of Sachiro, right? I try a confident grin and put my thumb up. Oh, before I forget, finish looking up that Sachiro person for you.
That was fast. I did it fine.
There is no student register under the name. I tried his family name too, but nothing. Oh, sorry for the trouble. Could Sachiro be a nickname? Maybe I forgot his real name. Or it could be from another village. If that's the case, it'd be really hard for him to find his home. I think of this too. After school, the police stopped by my house for questioning, like Leoji said they would. Fortunately, I couldn't give them any useful information. They questioned Sachiro too, but he does not know anything either.
He does not know that. I don't know about that, but
yeah, maybe. Benefit of the doubt. I guess. When they finally leave, I breathe a sigh of relief and let the tension flow out of me. Talking to the police was extremely stressful. They threw so many questions at us, even when they knew we would be unable to answer. I turned to Sachiro, who seemed so flustered. Don't worry, they were just making sure we were fine.
do you think they suspect us?
Probably not. Probably not. Living next to the murder scene doesn't mean we're suspects. But I was close with that family. They were good people. I don't know why anyone would have wanted to kill them. They were an elderly couple, never had children of their own, so they sort of adopted the neighborhood kids. Seriously, can't believe this. What if more people around me get targeted? Just thinking about what has happened leaves me shaking in fear. Sachiro gently puts his hand on my back and I gave him a weak, reassuring smile.
Let's put the search on hold for a few days.
I'll be fine.
You need sometimes to bond. You must be in shock.
Alright, thank you. Let me know when you like to start looking again. Before going to sleep, I conceal a large metal ruler under my pillow. I consider hiding a kitchen knife instead, but if not, I can get the hand on it first. I'll snatch it away, it will only work against me. Don't think the murderer could target me if he just moved on the house down. Next day. Oh, okay, it was first day, but not a really reassuring day for sure. So, let's go. To my relief, nothing happens during the following days. My street feels busier due to passing police and villages, but no one questioned me further. Funeral for the old couple is scheduled for a few days after the crime investigation is set to finish. I wonder if Sachiros really doesn't mind being home alone for so long. Then again, it's hard for him to go out during the day. Maybe I'm worrying too much. I noticed the house is cleaner than usual. The mail has been retrieved and left in a neat stack. The trash has been emptied and all of this housework is finished. Sachiro keeps insisting on helping around the house, even when I tell him to relax. He says it is the least he can do. Also to erase evidence, hints, and all of that. I should cook something special for dinner tonight as a thank you to Sachiro. What should I make? I'm going to surprise him. I think surprises are the best. He's enjoyed everything I've made so far, so I hope he liked today's dish too. I browsed through cookbooks until something caught my eye. Nyomisi is a type of a sticky rice dumpling. The colorful photos of the tree nearly makes me drool. Let's give this a try. I already have most of the ingredients in the kitchen. I simply replace a few missing ones with carefully selected alternatives. There are few fillers and gluing my fingers together at least once. I managed to make a perfect nyomisi. I head to Sachira's room to deliver the treat. Sachira, I have a little surprise for you.
What is it?
I showed Sachiro my creation with a smile. He looks confused at first, does not seem to know what a nyomisi is. A little thank you gift for your hard work. You told me you like sweets.
It's so sweet, and the texture is great. Why don't we share?
Sachiro gave me the other half of the nyomisi. To my relief, it tastes better than I expected. Seeing Sachiro happy makes me happy too.
I think someone used to bring me a treat like this. It feels like a distant memory there. I think I was happy back then.
I'm glad fragments of your memories are returning. I still heard the sound of footsteps in the hallway. Try to ignore them, but then my door slowly creaks open. All of the windows in the house are closed. I doubt the wind is strong enough to open the door. Someone stepped inside my room and prepared for the worst as the pager badger approaches my bed. That person is coming closer. Could it be the murderer? I need to pray by myself. A second later, I feel someone start to lift my blanket. I roll off the bed and pull the metal ruler out from under my pillow. I flip around and forcefully smack my assailant with the broadside of my weapon.
Ow! Ah! No!
But I only hear such a pained voice in response. I blink a few, attempt to adjust my eyes to the darkness.
Oh, sorry, wrong room. I'm kind of sleepy.
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I thought you were an intruder put by the ruler by the spot where had Sachiro. You died here again. Did you go out? Yeah, I went to search on my own. Sachiro, you broke our promise. I'm sorry. I thought you hated ghosts and scary places. But, hey, I like helping you. It's really exciting to explore new places together. Sachiro blinks in confusion. I didn't find anything tonight anyway. I'll tell you the next time I want to go out. Alright, you'd better not go out alone anymore. Sorry for worrying you again. With an apologetically smile, Sachiro heads to his bedroom. Next day. What's happening? I want to know. I think there is murder tonight. Officer. For the next few days, Sachiro stays inside. Although the deaths of my neighbors are still on the news, another murder was committed a few days ago. See? It happened in a nearby alleyway. The majority of the corpse was not located. There was enough blood splatter and flesh chunk that death was the inevitable outcome. It seemed there were blood shed indicating that the body was dragged away afterwards. Sachiro looked over my shoulder while I'm reading the newspaper. Was there another murder? Yeah, and it was around here again. I never could imagine anything like this would happen in the village. There are no apparent connections between the victims. It might just been someone who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sachiro's gaze lingers on the article. I close the newspaper and passes back. Don't concern yourself too much about it. Just stay safe at home, okay? Anyway, I have to go to class. The food is in the fridge if you're hungry. Thanks. When I arrive at the classroom, the Yaji runs over. He had the same concerned expression as when the last murder occurred. I'm glad you're okay. Why wouldn't I be? There was another missing near your area. That's twice in less than a week. Well, at least this meant I wasn't the criminal. Well, at least this meant I wasn't the criminal's target. The sarcastic tone only seems to worry Lyoji even further. Nikoya suddenly walks over to us. What are you two talking about? You seriously need a bodyguard. What? Neji quickly explains the situation and Nikoya's expression turns fearful. Guys, I can't afford a private bodyguard. I'm not really an important person. It's better to be safe than sorry. And in this case, sorry means you end up dead. You are taking this too lightly. I'm going to ask my dad to assign private guard to you. Another option is staying at the police station for a while. That's taking it too far. I do not want stranger following me everywhere. However, Lyoji seems to have made up his mind. I consider your offer. Thank you, Lyoji. After school, I head to the library. As I walk through the hallway, I bump into a short boy. Which way you going? The boy rubbed the top of his head and grimaces. He glares at me with his piercing green eyes. Where are you, Manas? Are you lost, kid? What the hell? I'm not a kid. You should show your upperclassmen more respect. The boy takes a step back, crosses his arms and frowns. This is a brown uniform. It must be part of the elite class. I always assumed the elite student looked older and more mature than everyone else. So meeting such a young-looking boy is confusing. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were a senior. Finally noticed, did you, genius? Oh my god. He's so... Chill, bruh, chill. The boy's bluntness is frustrating, but I know better than to start pointless fights. He continues to glare at me, tapping his foot on the floor. He seems to be waiting for another apology. You were just so shocked that I didn't. You have 2 eyes, don't you? Watch where you're going next time. With that, the boy turns around and leaves. It should have been the one apologizing to me for the little hellion. Well, at least I allowed him a little. I still have a lot of homework to finish. I want to get all of it done now so that I have more free time later. I only hope Sachiro will not mind having dinner a bit later tonight. I'll start with history. This chapter all about the local legends, the school ghost, the forest demon, the Kenriges, the temple guardian. Wait, the temple guardian? Does this place even have a temple? 1,000 years ago, a temple was built in honor of a spirit that is now known as the temple guardian. And things it chose to reside within the temple and offers its protection to the village. The area's residents brought him offerings for decades, but stopped at some point, and so the guardian continued his job. What's that story? The guardian must have felt so lonely. I wonder what his temple is. I've never even heard of it before. I continued my research on the spirit. Along the way, I discovered the location of his shrine. When I am done with my research and the homework, the sky is already dark. I rush home, excited to tell Sachiro what I have found. I slow down when I notice someone standing in front of my house. The figure is tall, and his face is obscured by a hoodie. As I inch closer, I notice he is wearing a gas mask. Excuse me, is there anything I can help you with? The man does not respond. He remains frozen to the spot like a statue. Did he not hear me? Maybe he's deaf. I wave my hand in front of the man's face. Hello? He grabbed my wrist before peering down at me with his sharp blue eyes. I heard you the first time. But you didn't say nothing. I'm not obligated to. Never mind. Looks me over from top to bottom, causing a chill to run down my spine. Without a word, the man turns around and walks away. What a strange guy. Sachiro, I'm home. Welcome back. Did you have a nice day? A boring day, more like same as always. You didn't see a scary looking man in front of the house, did you? The guy with green hair and a gas mask? Yeah, I just chased him away. He was standing there for hours. I think he was watching me. It was kind of scary. The opposite gazes pop up in my head. It did look pretty suspicious. Could he have been... Oh no. I don't know. I feel like the main character is at the same time so naive and yeah, like she talks to strangers at night time. She doesn't care. She goes out during night time even if she knows. Well, the OG is preoccupied. She doesn't care. Even if there were 2 murderers in her neighborhood, she doesn't care. And she's like, no, there were bludgeons in front of my doors. Every time there is murders, it's when Sachiro go out and everything. But she really doesn't care. She's like, no, that couldn't be him. That's surely this guy. Yeah, maybe it's the guy. I don't know. But she's really naive. Like, she's a main character, so naive. Like, oh my god. At the beginning of the story, she was really relatable and everything. And now she's like so naive, like, girl, wake up. Like, not like that, I suppose. Sachiro's stomach suddenly rumbles. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry for making you wait so long.
It's okay.
I begin to prepare dinner alongside Sachiro, who insists on helping me. I mentioned the temple I read about in the library. Do you think it might be the place you're looking for?
It does sound kind of familiar somehow.
If you're looking for a haunted house, it has to have some sort of spirit, right? Maybe the temple guardian is still there.
A spirit, huh? You don't have to come with me if you don't want to.
No, we are not going to miss this opportunity. A guardian spirit can be harmful, it's different from ghosts. Because I made Sachiro promise not to go out tonight alone, we decided to explore together. Although it is safer with both of us, we agreed not to stay out for too long.
Are you sure we are going the right way?
We should be. I got the location from the library and marked it down on this map.
Wow, maps are complex, huh? I can't even tell if you're holding it the right way.
Don't worry, I can read it just fine. We walked through the empty streets, heading toward the forest. We then remembered to bring flashlights this time. There's evolution. Oh, so we're back near the forest, right? So he was right the first time. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel a little nervous. I've never been to this area before.
Oh, look over there.
I followed Sachiro's finger. There is a temple hidden behind all of these trees and shrubbery. It makes sense that people would not visit an overgrown, unmaintained area like this. The building has been heavily damaged. It almost looks like there had been a battle of some sort here.
Are you ready?
Whenever you are. We step inside our noses are assaulted by an odd smell, a mixture of damp wood and rotting plants. It is so overpowering that I wish I had an air freshener with me. Somehow the interior of the structure looks older than its exterior. This wall are rotting and covered with thick layers of moss. This definitely looks like the sort of place a spirit would inhabit. I shine my flashlights into each of the dark rooms. The temple appears to be empty.
Do you think the guardian still resides here?
No way, it's too run down. He must have left a long time ago.
I feel bad for the guardian. I heard that one day everyone just abandoned him in his temple. I'd have left if I were him too.
I tried to find the reason people abandoned the temple. There were only theories. One of them speculated that the guardian actually abandoned his duty first because he wanted to be free again.
I don't think that's what happened.
Why do you say that?
Look at this place. It feels so lonely. I think there was more to it than wanting to be free. The guardian must have felt.
Suddenly he changed cleanly. The eerie sound causes us to become silent as we search for its source. Did you make a sound just now?
No, I've been standing right here this whole time. I haven't moved an inch.
The grinding sound disappeared along with our worries.
Let's go deeper into the temple. I have a feeling I've been here before. This might be where I got lost. My head hurts when I try to remember what happened there. Maybe I don't want to remember what happened. Like, I'm preventing myself from remembering subconsciously.
How long have you had amnesia?
I didn't count the days, but probably more than a month.
Check. And you've been able this entire time? And you've been alone this entire time?
I won't give up. Even if it takes me years to remember everything, I'll succeed.
That's great. That's yeah. Great.
When I first woke up, I had a note in my head and recognized that it was in my own handwriting. It was said there was something I had to always remember. That is the only clue I have though. I don't know what I'm supposed to remember.
The more I learn about this boy, the more questions I have. It doesn't even seem to be a villager. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he fell from the sky. Somebody must be missing him right now. I want to help him find his family. We walk through a maze of halls to find a large empty room. Satoru kneels down and moves his finger across the floor.
There are indents in the planks. People probably used to pray here.
While Satoru examines the floor, I look around more broadly. Outside the ceiling, it seems to be held up by a number of wooden pillars. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice something up on one of the pillars. I'll shine my flashlight upon it. It is a black sack. I decide to get it done by myself. Since Satoru is so busy, I will get it done myself. I wonder what could be inside. Using a long wooden stick I noticed earlier, I tried to pack it down. Almost. Yeah. Sack drops down right on top of Satoru. He gets knocked to the ground and lies there motionless. Why? You didn't. Why? You know what? She's just weird, okay? That's okay. Maybe we'll remember. I'm so sorry. I pushed the sack away and helped him get out.
What in the world was that?
I'm sorry. Why don't we check what's inside this sack?
Is that really a good idea?
I remove. Well, since when do you think about what's a good idea first? Like, since when? Remove the wraps from the sack to check its contents. There are only books inside. I quickly flip through a few of them. Ouch! A sack full of bags that falls on you. Why didn't you pass out? Why? Satoru blinks innocently and tilts his head. Wow, these are the temple keeper's diaries. There are even cross logs. This is better than I expected. I'm really curious now.
Can you read them?
I still need to get used to the handwriting, but I can figure out most of it. I hope no one will mind if I borrow a few. A few more minutes, we decided to head home. Our journey was not in vain. However, the journal will keep me entertained for a while. I hope I can find a clue about what happened to the temple. Oh, good. I think I will stop there. Okay, let's save. Now we're in the chapter 2. Okay. Day 14. We've made 7 days, like in the first stream. Right. That's right. Let me go back there.